You know, it's so different when you're like, oh my god, like when you're a customer to like a retail store, you know, you'll have the best experience. But when you're like an actual like co-worker, it's like the worst experience. You know, you end up hating the store. You end up fucking hating it. Like, I mean, like I as a like a as a coworker, it's like, you know, I try to like, you know, I try to give people a good time at the store, but you know, there are times when it's like your manager pissing you off and everybody's pissing you off, and you know, everyone's like, oh, I have such a good experience when I come to this store. It's like, you know, these customers tell you that, and then, you know, you get in the receiving end of it, and it's just like they just treat you like shit, you know. But it's like when you're just a customer and you don't gotta deal with all that other shit, you just gotta pay for your shit and leave, which half of the people can't even do. You know, everything's good. Everything's mad irie. But like, if you like go to a store and you're like, oh my god, this is a secret? What the fuck? If you go to a store and you're like, oh my god, I got such a good experience, chances are like the management sucks, dude. The management probably fucking sucks. Cause that's how, like, both of my jobs been like that, you know. I've been a customer for both of them, and it's just like, when I actually go there, it's like, holy shit. Like, when you go there, it's like, oh my god, this place is amazing. But when you actually work there, it's like, I fucking hate this place. You don't even want your it gets so bad that you don't even want your coworkers to see you outside work. You're like, don't talk to me. It's like when a coworker comes to you and talks about work, you're like, please don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, man. About work. You know how many times I'd be on break and a fucking manager would ask me a question? I'm like, you see that I'm on break, right? So don't bother me. And I could get away with it too, because I wouldn't tell them don't bother me, but you know, it's just like, you could be passive aggressive, and they can understand, because like, you know, they can't tell you shit. They didn't tell me shit because I was a good coworker, you know. I wasn't always on time, but I was on time, and I knew my department better than every fucking body. Well, I didn't know it better than everybody, but like, I knew it pretty well, you know. Everyone's always asking me for shit. It's like, goddamn. You know what it is to work in retail, and then, you know, you think that, oh, I'm just gonna do this because I think it's a nice thing to do, and then you do it, and then the manager is like, oh, I saw that you did that, can you do it again? It's like, I just did that as a one-time thing, as a friendly gesture, and now you want me to do that shit too? Then it's like, you know, that's the thing in retail. It's like, you know, you sign up for one thing, but you end up doing a whole bunch of other shit, man. Then you gotta really think to yourself, is this like well, you know, I don't get paid $9. I used to get paid $9, but I was just a cashier. And our wages went up in New York, so it's not like $9. It's like, I think it's like 11 or 12 now. But you know, it's like, why do I gotta deal with all this bullshit? Do I even want this fucking secret? It's not a secret. I think, yeah, in the waterfall it's a secret, but I think right here I actually gotta do this fucking jump. And you gotta really ask yourself, am I really working for $14, or am I working for like, you know, $20? Because sometimes, you know, companies will, if you don't speak up, companies will just fucking use you. They'll just like do whatever they want, you know. Sometimes I gotta tell my man, well, I don't work there anymore, but sometimes I have to tell my manager, like, listen, I don't know how to do this shit. Don't be asking me. Don't even tell me how to do it, because I don't even want to know how to do it. But there's so many like some of the managers would be like, oh, can you learn how to do this? They're like, no, I ain't gonna learn how to do it because then you're gonna want me to fucking do it later. Fuck that shit. You know, I'm still supposed to just be here and greet customers. You want me to do all this other shit too? Fuck, man, I'm surprised I made that. They expect you to do everything, and they don't want to raise your pay. They want you to work harder, and they don't want to raise your pay. How that's supposed to work? How I'm supposed to be doing this guy's job, this guy's job, this guy's job, and I'm not getting paid like a good wage, you know? And it's like retail. It's like, oh, you gotta help. Everyone has to help. It's like, okay, we all have to help, but like you're getting paid more than me, so. How much do I have to help? Do I have to help that much? Because I don't want to help that much. I ain't getting paid that much. Like, people, companies don't do well. Companies end up losing people because everyone gets tired of their shit. Oh my god, you telling me I gotta do that all over again? Nah, I'm not doing that shit all over again. I'm not doing that shit all over again. Fuck that. Oh my god. I might have to do it all over again. I might have to do it all over again. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I could use some McDonald's French fries. Yeah, I want some McDonald's French fries. Damn, I gotta try and jump back across. Oh man. Yeah, it's even worse for people that like if you got like those medical jobs, it's even worse because like it's to be expected of you. It's like a total different thing. Like retail is like it's expected of you, but like fuck you. But like medical is like a whole different thing because you're getting paid so much money. I mean, like not all jobs get paid much, but it's just a whole different it's just a whole different sector, and it's a whole different type. Oh my god, you grabbed it too, Laura. You grabbed it too. Yeah, man, this shit sucks. And mind you, like everything else is going up, rent's going up, everything's fucking going up. And they expect you to do all this work, and it's like that's why I like had to quit because like if I'm putting my whole effort into this fucking thing, and then nobody's like giving me that like you know that saying like hey good job, that pat on the back, and I'm not saying that you know I have to go to work and be you know do all this shit, but it's like when you making me do extra work and I'm not being paid for that extra work, it's like it's a different story. And it sucks because a lot of people don't want to be in that situation, but they have to be in that situation because they have bills to pay, they got kids to feed, you know. Not everyone could just like talk to their boss however they want, you know. Not everybody got it like that, you know, and that's understandable. You know, sometimes you just gotta take the shit, you know. I mean, I'm not rich or anything, but you know, I could like, you know, I don't have to work, but I want to work, you know. I like making money and shit. Who don't like making money? You gonna tell me you don't like making money? You don't like the work that I gotta do this all over. I just gotta do this all over. I'm not even gonna bother with this. But like, you know, this is why you make a whole bunch of saves, because like you mess up, you gotta fucking. But you know, and it sucks because like I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to stream, right? Or whatever, like you know, or anything they want to do. A lot of people want to do other stuff, but they can't do it because oh fuck. Is that thing gonna go? Ah, okay. It actually has to be like in the standstill water. But yeah, it's just Hey, what? Oh yeah, what I was gonna say. The reason why companies fail is not because they don't pay. One is because they don't pay well. It depends on the job though. If you are at McDonald's and you expect to get paid up, if you go to McDonald's, I forgot about this little bitch too. Let's see. 1, 2, oh shit, 2, 3. It takes 3 to kill your ass. Okay. So like, you know, I mean, first it depends on money, but like, not all jobs are created equal, okay? Not all jobs are created equal. Like, I don't like, listen, if you work at McDonald's and you expect to make like $20 an hour, you're delusional, okay? You're not gonna make that much money. McDonald's is not a job you're supposed to stay in and just like work there for the rest of your fucking life. You're supposed to move on. Like, you're supposed to find something better. Those jobs are made for like teenagers, you know, kids starting out. Not like these grown ass people still working there. You're supposed to like move up, become the manager of McDonald's, own your own McDonald's, not just living there, you know. But like when it becomes like, when it's like, it's different though. Like when it's your career, it's like, you know, you gotta take that, like it depends what it is. Like if you're like in the medical field, like, you know, sometimes you just gotta take that L, you know. I don't know if I even use that word right. I don't know all these lingos these kids use these days. But like, it's like, everyone just like doesn't, I don't know. Everyone wants more money, and I can understand that, because like there are jobs that they do take advantage of people, and I'm not saying like, you know, the people that work at McDonald's aren't being disadvantaged, or, you know, everyone gets disadvantaged, but some treat their employees better than others. Once you like treat your employees well, everything else comes full fucking circle. You pay your employees well, and you have good management, the employees will love working there. You know? Because I didn't want to quit my job. Everyone was so nice. It's just the fucking management, you know? They don't know how to manage people. They don't know how to do things. They're making people do stuff they don't want to do, you know? That's what retail is. They make you do a lot of things you don't want to do. And I'm not saying you know, you should have fun at work, but it's just like, that's not what I signed up for. I mean, if you signed up to do fucking salsa dancing and then everyone's doing African dance and you just gotta do it, it's like, but I didn't want to do this, you know? It's like, it's totally something that I didn't want to do. Or like a class, you know? When they say, oh, everyone gotta get in a group. Oh my god, I don't want to get in a group. I don't want to talk to people. Half of the one word I used to hate in college was like, oh, so tell us a little about yourself. Oh my god. Like, I know it's a good thing to do it because it helps you network, but still, it's like, nobody wants to like always do it. And then it's just like everyone just, and then the people in management, they just like abuse their power. Like, you know, some managers are really cool. Like there's some like really cool ones, but like we all know those managers where it's like they just get power and then they just fucking go wild with it. You know, it's just like, calm down. Like, calm the fuck down. It's like we all gotta come here and fucking work, you know? At the end of the day, we still gotta come here and work. But why you gotta make my fucking job like a living hell, you know? Why do you have to talk with a condescending tone? Like, can you talk to me like a normal person? It's like, so many of them just talk to me with a condescending tone. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna talk the same way you're talking. And nobody could have told me nothing because it's just like, I still did my job at the end of the day. You know, I knew my shit. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. Half of the fucking managers asking me how to do the damn job. Asking me shit they supposed to know. Why you asking me? You're supposed to know how to do this. You're making the big bucks. I'm not making no money, but I gotta know all that shit. They sometimes, like, you know, if you work in those like department stores where it's like, say you're in a women's section and, you know, some other person's in the men's section, and then they're like, oh, can you go to the men's section because the person's still on their lunch? What that gotta do with me? I'm not working over there. What that had to do with me? You know, I'm in my department. You want me to do 2 fucking departments, dude? And you want me to clean that shit up too? Nah, man, I don't want to do that shit. I hate when these managers expect you to go to this department, this department, this department. Like, I just want to be in my department. When I got, like, cause my job, when I got hired to work in that department, not this department, not that department. Only one. Don't be putting me in a whole bunch of fucking departments. Hated that shit. And it already sucks in retail because, like, you work at different times. Like, you never have a set schedule, and it's just like, you gotta prepare yourself. Some people have to prepare themselves to go to work. I used to have to prepare myself to go to work. You think I could just, like, walk out that fucking door and just, like, say, oh, okay, I'm going to work now, like, everything's cool? No, man. Sometimes I'd be like, do I need this fucking job, man? Then I remember I gotta pay my fucking tutor and shit, you know? I gotta pay my tutor every fucking week, you know? And it's just like, you end up having to stay because like, you don't got no money. What you're supposed to do? Like, not everyone is in that situation where they just have, like, family or a spouse that can just take care of them. Some people have to, like, go to work and, you know, they don't want to work there, but they have to. They got shit to do. And it's just like, I saw that I was in a position where, you know, I don't have to, like, work here, you know? I could just, like, do whatever the fuck I want because, like, you know, I have a family that is willing, that I can just, like, you know, I could just stay home, you know, I don't have to, like, work, you know, I could go to my boyfriend's house and you know, it's good there too. I'm just really lucky, and it's just like, I sat down and I thought about that, and I was like, you know what? Why not work on something I actually like? If I'm putting all this energy into retail, it's not like I wanted to work in retail my life, it's just, you know, when I do a job, I want to do it correctly, you know? I don't want to just half-ass it because I want people to notice that I'm doing a good job, you know? So I figured I might as well do something that is actually fun for me. So that's why I kind of started streaming. So I was like, you know what? This seems like a lot of fucking fun. And it is. I'm having, like, fun, you know? It makes me be able to still be sociable now that I'm not working. Because I used to talk to my coworkers all the time. I like being with my coworkers. I mean, I didn't like being with them, but, you know, it helped pass the day, you know? Everyone was nice, but when it came to the fucking work, it was like, oh my god, it was just too much. Especially for the little bit of pay they were giving, man. The little bit of pay they were giving, I was like, I can't do this shit. You ain't getting me to do that shit no more. Like, at this point, like, I can't do no retail job. That retail job gotta at least be paying me $20 an hour. Like, that's the only way I'll fucking, like, mess with it. And we have, like, jobs, like, that are retail that pays that much, you know? The job I was doing was, like, paying $14 an hour, but It wasn't something. It was like, sure, it's $14 sounds like a lot to some people, but like, when you actually sit down and think of all the fucking work you gotta do, it ain't worth it.